Having your number transfer stuck during a carrier switch can be frustrating. It often happens due to technical glitches like incompatible systems between carriers, incorrect account information such as name, address, or PIN, or verification delays. AT&T, like other carriers, uses complex systems that sometimes struggle to communicate seamlessly with other providers. A stuck transfer means the process is incomplete, leaving you without service on your new carrier and potentially limited service on AT&T. Common causes include technical glitches with incompatible systems between carriers, incorrect account information such as name, address, or PIN, and verification delays in the process. To better understand the porting process, here's a flow chart showing how it typically works between carriers. As of early 2026, about 8 to 10% of transfers still encounter these problems, despite improvements. Before escalating your stuck AT&T number transfer, try these quick troubleshooting steps to resolve the issue efficiently. First, double-check that the account information you provided to your new carrier exactly matches what AT&T has on file. This includes your name, service address, and most importantly, your account PIN. Second, ensure your AT&T account is active and doesn't have any holds or suspensions. Third, power cycle your phone and check your SIM card is properly installed in your new phone. Finally, contact AT&T's porting department and your new carrier, explain the situation, and confirm the transfer request status. The authorization code, or auth code, is a critical piece. When you initiate a port, AT&T needs to verify the request is legitimate. Your new carrier requests this code, and AT&T provides it. Delays or errors in this code exchange are a major bottleneck. Call AT&T customer support and specifically ask for your porting authorization code. Relay this code to your new carrier immediately to ensure they have the correct information. Remember, this code is only valid for a limited time, so make sure they use it promptly. If initial troubleshooting steps don't resolve your stuck number transfer, it's time to escalate within AT&T to their specialized porting support team. Contact AT&T's dedicated porting department when basic troubleshooting doesn't work. Search online for AT&T number porting support to find the most current contact information. When you contact support, clearly explain your situation and provide essential details, including your account information, the date you requested the transfer, and the name of your new carrier. Ask for a trouble ticket number to track your case and request a specific timeline for when the issue will be resolved. Document every interaction thoroughly, including dates, times, and the names of AT&T representatives you speak with. This record will be valuable if you need to escalate further. AT&T has a dedicated porting rescue team that specializes in resolving complex transfer issues and can often expedite stuck porting requests. If AT&T fails to resolve the issue promptly, within 2 to 3 business days after escalating, file a complaint with the Federal Communications Commission. The FCC takes number porting issues seriously. Go to the FCC's website, find the Consumer Complaints section, and fill out the form detailing your experience with AT&T. Here's what the FCC Consumer Help Center looks like. Include all relevant information, account details, transfer dates, troubleshooting steps, and AT&T's responses. This is an example of the FCC complaint form you need to fill out. An FCC complaint often prompts carriers to prioritize resolution. The FCC received over 50,000 porting-related complaints in 2025, so you're not alone. The FCC mandates that number ports should ideally complete within 1 business day. If your transfer has been stuck for longer than 48 hours without a clear resolution, you have grounds for concern and action. The FCC's rules are designed to prevent carriers from unnecessarily delaying or blocking transfers. AT&T has pledged compliance, but enforcement can lag. Also, new FCC guidance in January 2026 requires carriers to provide real-time status updates via apps and mandated automatic reversals for transfers exceeding 48 hours without resolution. While waiting for your number to port, consider using a temporary number to minimize disruption. Many carriers offer temporary numbers, or you can use a VoIP service. This allows you to receive calls and texts while the porting process completes. Many carriers provide temporary numbers during the porting period. Alternatively, voice-over IP services offer flexible digital solutions that work across devices. With these options, you can continue receiving important calls and text messages without interruption during the porting process. It is also wise to alert your important contacts that you are switching carriers and may experience temporary communication issues. This proactive communication can help manage expectations and prevent missed calls. The future of number porting looks promising, with trends pointing toward automated, AI-driven solutions that will make transferring phone numbers much smoother. AT&T is making significant investments in cloud-based systems, aiming to automate up to 70% of transfers by 2027, with the goal of achieving near-instant porting in the coming years. Despite these advancements, full digitization of the porting process remains a few years away, with experts predicting near-instant porting via 5G and 6G integrations by around 2028. To understand the complexity, here's how mobile call routing currently works during porting, involving databases and switching centers. AI solutions aim to streamline this process. Until these improvements are fully implemented, your best tools for navigating number porting are understanding your rights under FCC regulations, taking proactive steps like verifying details, and knowing how to escalate issues through proper channels. Remember to stay persistent throughout the process and document every step, including dates, communications, and reference numbers, as this can be crucial when escalating to the FCC. Finally, increasing regulatory pressures from bodies like the FCC and the EU's Digital Services Act are expected to enforce global standards for number portability, reducing issues over time. These advancements will make porting easier, addressing common reasons people switch carriers, such as seeking better service or flexibility.